Da 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 da. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation is the 5th installment in the Mission Impossible series, and it stars Tom Cruise, Jeremy Renner, Ving Rhames, Rebecca Ferguson, and Alec Baldwin, and I love this movie. Rogue Nation picks up about a year after Ghost Protocol, guys, and Ethan and his team are going after the Syndicate, a shadowy organization that is basically the anti-IMF in that they have all the skills that the IMF has, but they're doing everything that the IMF swears to protect. So they're pretty bad people. And while that's all going on, you have Alec Baldwin as Alan Hunley looking to basically demolish the IMF for the events that happened in the last film because they feel that the IMF does more damage than they do good. And with that, we have Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Guys, this movie is the definition of what an amazing summer blockbuster should be. It had a great story, great characters, great freaking action. I mean, there's so many different set pieces in this movie that I can't even think of. Oh god, this movie's so good! I can't really put into words how awesome this movie is. I mean, there is like a checklist of everything this movie does right. I mean, let me start with the story. Now, while the story isn't anything super spectacular, it's done so well and the script is written so well that everything about the movie really just blends together. I mean, nobody phones it in here. Christopher Mcquarrie wrote and directed this movie, and he has directed one movie before, and that was Jack Reacher, and I personally really liked Jack Reacher, but I didn't see how he was going to come into the Mission Impossible series because Jack Reacher was such a different movie compared to the big, epic scale Mission Impossible movies, but boy am I glad that he proved me wrong because this is probably one of the best directed movies of the year. And not just his direction is great. His script is awesome. I mean, he's written The Usual Suspects. He wrote Edge of Tomorrow. He helped write the last Mission Impossible movie. So I kind of knew the script was going to be awesome, but I just didn't see how he was going to take his directing style and put it into the Mission Impossible series and make it work. Something Mcquarrie does that was a really pleasant surprise to me and that I felt really pushed this movie above as the best in the series was that it definitely takes a lot of callbacks to the first movie, which is, in my opinion, the second best. I mean, Ghost Protocol is going to be the best movie because it reinvigorated this franchise and made it relevant again. What the first one does that's so great that no movie really does in this franchise or in any summer blockbuster is that it didn't rely on the big epic action set pieces that most movies do to push along the stories. I mean, most movies are built around those big action set pieces. The Mission Impossible series, the action set pieces are written first and then they build the story around the set pieces, but the first one took suspense and built a lot of tension as opposed to, say, blowing up some huge city or something crazy like that. And this movie does that. It builds a lot of tension and suspense like the first one does. But that's not to say there isn't a ton of action in this. Because, guys, the action in this movie is freaking excellent. I mean, it's tied with Mad Max Fury Road for Best Action Movie of the Year. Honestly, it's tied for Best Movie of the Year right now. But what really helps push this movie above every other movie that's come out this summer is the fact that you have one man in this movie, one super awesome, excellent movie star that puts his life on the line to give us as an audience a great experience. And that man is Tom freaking Cruise. I love Tom Cruise. That man is something else. He basically will do anything nowadays. He hangs out of a plane in this movie. I mean, literally, he hung out of a plane. Who does that? But while Tom Cruise is a god and he's amazing in this movie, the whole cast is really good. I mean, Simon Pegg is... He really blew me away because with Tom Cruise, you get authentic, real stunts, but you don't really expect Simon Pegg to do them. But in the epic car chase, which is in my top 1 for best of the year, it is Pegg and Cruise doing both the stunts together. So when the cars crash and bang and everything, it's really them in the car. So it lends to the authenticity of the movie. Plus, Jeremy Renner is awesome, just like he is in everything. Ving Rhames is awesome as Luther Stickle, as always. He's my favorite character in the franchise, and this time around, he doesn't disappoint. He gives some of the best lines of the movie, and Alec Baldwin's really good too. I hope he comes back in the next one because I could see his character being like the M to the IMF, like M is to the MI6. Now on to the villain of this movie. I mean, the villain is a much better improvement than the other Mission Impossibles. He's still not the greatest villain in the world, but he does his job. And when you see this guy on camera, you want him to get taken out. He is a bad guy, but he's not like a breathtaking villain, but he's basically a douchebag. That's all he really... He's a big douche. But he's really good at being a douche. And I mean, if he was really doing all this stuff, I mean, I wouldn't like him. So I guess he did his job very well. And I haven't mentioned her yet for one thing, but Rebecca Ferguson in this movie. Before this, I didn't know who she was. And after this movie, all I can say is that I hope she's in more stuff because she really did something to me. Yeah. But not just that, I mean, she was really intimidating and she held her own against Tom Cruise. And I would totally let her kick my ass. I mean, I don't think I'd have to let her, but, well, yeah, you know what I mean. The more I think about this movie, the more I can't find a flaw in it. At first I thought that it was maybe a little too long, but after thinking so much about it and just seeing how breathtaking the stunt work is, how amazing the cast is, how freaking perfect Tom Cruise is, I mean, this is a perfect summer blockbuster. It is what you go to the movies to see, and I'm going to give this an A+. Go see this movie. Go see it twice. I'm probably going to go see it again. I am in love with this movie, and I can't wait till it comes out on Blu-ray so I can pick it up on day one and watch it over and over again. Guys, I did something different this week on the channel. I gave you guys a Blu-ray update and unboxed and reviewed the Mission Impossible collection. And it was something I said I was going to do on my channel in my intro video, and I had a whole lot of fun doing it. So make sure you guys go check it out if you haven't already, and let me know what you guys thought about it. Let me know if you want to see more of me in the store when I'm buying it, which people are going to be like, why is this guy recording it? But I'm a weird guy as it is when I buy Blu-rays anyway, so it's not going to really change people's perspective of me when I am filming my weird antics. So, yeah. That's all for this video. So, thanks for watching, and you guys have a great day.